just gotta like get it done, and you don't have any money, and you don't have any street cred, and you don't have any power, and you don't have any connections, and so you just like sort of go register some website, or just don't think that much about the intellectual property or the logo or about the rainy day or whatever's going to happen. And in life, most things don't happen. We worry about crazy things. We have irrational fears. In business, most things do happen. Like, there's going to be some crazy loophole that's going to come up, and you just had to dot your I's and cross your T's in the beginning, and it's a tedious thing. And when you don't have the money to afford when you can't afford in the beginning to dot your I's and cross your T's, that's when you really need it, because you're laying the groundwork. I mean, I hear all the time about people who, I've heard about famous chefs with real major names, gave up their name. They didn't realize they did some deal, and then you get entangled in it, and it links to the next thing. And it's just like anything you do. If you're redoing your house and you want to sort of save money, but you're cutting corners and you're not doing it properly from the ground up, it's going to cost you so much more later, and something's going to go wrong. And business is like that. And I wasted a lot of money. The day after my deal, where I sold my the cocktail portion of my business, the Skinny Girl cocktail portion of my business, the day after, I realized that I left millions and millions of dollars on the table because of the taxes. Someone told me about the taxes I would have to pay, and years before, when I was being paid to be on television, that business told me that I could only get paid through this one entity. So I checked that box. Like when it's like, you know, you're an LLC or you're an S Corp, whatever. I checked that box. I never unchecked that box because I didn't know that one day I might sell my business to a public company, and it was a multiple $1 million tax problem, and there was no clawing back. There was no doing it. It was just spilled money. So the point is, and I couldn't afford the business managers that I have now in the beginning to look at things like that I wouldn't even be able to see. So you're going to make mistakes. You're going to lose money. You can't do everything right, and you can't get jammed up and trapped and paralyzed by those mistakes. But be aware by me telling you that the shit's going to go down. So that was in the beginning, realizing not to be penny wise and dollar foolish. That if you can afford to have somebody appropriately running your business or partnering with you or doing your accounting or whatever it is, then you should.